future.
Forgive me, my voice changer on my mask was still on. Hello.
Oh, it's okay. It seems that both of us have been having that issue today.
How's everybody's evening going so far?
Well, it was going fine.
I'm sorry I put a damper on your day.
It wasn't you, it was me.
Are you okay, Miss L?
Yet to be determined.
Okay, what did you do?
Nothing. I'm waiting for you. Where are you?
Are you upstairs?
What do you mean upstairs? I'm outside the door.
Well, are you like outside? You know what
Yeah.
I mean?
Yes, I'm outside the door.
Okay, I'm coming out.
Why am I here?
This is a big time.
Why are you here?
I decorated a room, man.
Somebody bought it? Who bought it?
Somebody bought it.
Okay, well, who? Must not be terrible if you're decorating it. Don't start thinking about it. How can I not? You and I both know it probably went bad. If she's on a 24-hour hold, it cannot possibly have gone well. Unless they're just putting her on a hold because of the after effects, just to monitor. It'll be fine. Doubtful. Riley, do you want me to ring the bell? Drown, bitch. Shut up. Riley. I'm getting impatient.
Oh, jeez, I'm coming.
You're fine.
got stuck behind the door.
I've been there.
So who the fuck bought it?
Someone.
Riley. Who bought it?
I'm still dying. It's a civilian. Oh my god, my voice. It's a civilian.
Okay, a civilian.
What happens when you don't talk for a week straight?
And the civilian.
Like, I know where's the person.
Oh, okay.
Waiting for the others.
And so who?
Someone. I want to talk to the kid first.
Oh my god, Riley.
What?
Between you and Sin, y'all gonna give me a fucking complex tonight. Not that I don't already got one.
Outside the truck
I'm
as I
not
heard
giving you a
run
complex.
away.
I just want to.
Crane fucking said over the radio that she was being held for 24 hours, but didn't say who. Now I got Sin questioning who the hell's being held for 24 hours and what the fuck's going on. So I told Sin I wasn't going to tell her until she gave me her word that she wasn't going to fucking do anything, and she said she couldn't do that. So I said, fine, I'm not telling you what's going on then if you're not going to give me a fucking word. So now Sin's fucking pissed. Drove off where the fuck she drove off to because she decided not... Whatever. How did it go?
Interesting. Oh god.
Are you dying? You need a notepad? Can you define?
Yeah, I feel like it's been too long.
Do you need to define interesting?
It's fine, I can push.
Do
it
I
to
need to
10
bring a
minutes.
gun with me to Crane?
Well, at one point he did threaten to kill me and then kill Pluto.
Excuse me?
So Evie was kind of being complicated and not really explaining herself.
Define complicated.
She said she was seeing someone and she wasn't really being clear who she kept seeing. She was just like, well, she's dead, so it's okay, right? Like, it doesn't matter. And then he
Okay.
kept being like, who? And then she just kept, like, beating around the bush. So he screamed, who? And she still wouldn't really say. So then he's like, then he pointed the gun at Pluto and he was like, well, what if I just kill Pluto right now? And then she was like, you wouldn't do that because it'd stop your research. And then he's like, oh, sorry, I'm dying. And then she's, so then he pointed at me and he's like, well, what about it? And then she's like, oh, but then she was like, well, Pluto's been and gone, so honestly, it wouldn't really matter. So then he pointed the gun at me.
She
then
said that to Pluto?
And some, yeah.
How did Pluto take that?
He didn't really seem bothered, honestly.
That's
I
good.
didn't really get to talk to him about it, but and then Molly can tell when he's pissed, and he seemed fine. And then he pointed it to me, and then he's like, well, what if I do it to Riley? And then she's like, well, I don't want that to happen. But again, it'll harm their research, and I'll just find a way to hurt you in return. So she hinted at something she could do to hurt him. And then, yeah.
Great.
She threatened to kill him at one point. That was fun.
She threatened to kill Crane?
Yeah. You mentioned some stuff I said to her and Ziggy and stuff.
Oh, like the shit she been through with them?
Yeah.
Gosh, she watched a
Basically,
lot
long
of shit
story
with them.
short, she's kind of like you. She's not as innocent as we seem.
Well, no fucking shit.
Oh, I mean, no, I know that, but yeah.
Good evening.
Good evening.
Mind me, I'm dying.
Apparently Riley is dying. You talked over the radio. Now Sin is questioning who the fuck we have locked up for 24 hours. I won't tell Sin who it is right now because I told her I wasn't going to tell her. Unless she fucking gave me her word that she wasn't going to do shit. She said she couldn't do that, so now she's pissed because I won't tell her who we have locked up.
Tell her. I'll handle her.
All right.
I assumed you already told her and she was coming here to try to do something stupid to begin with.
That's not a good idea.
No, because I haven't had a chance to debrief any of what happened yet, so I didn't tell her because I didn't want her to beat me to
I
it.
feel like that's not a good idea because it's Sen.
Let me rephrase that. Tell her when you feel like you're ready. Don't hold back because of me. She's tried to kill me before.
Oh, I know.
Great
I
many
remember.
times.
It's kind of funny to think about.
What, that she's tried to kill him?
Yeah.
She... Never mind.
You have a drink. Well,
Yes,
sorry, I'm
actually.
still dying.
Did you watch the video in question?
Thank you.
No. Not yet. I wanted to talk to you before I watch it. Or do you think I should watch it first and then have the conversation?
I think either way, Sin's going to be high-headed about it.
Well, how did it go?
She's mentally stable.
Okay.
Just saw the true her tonight.
What do you mean?
She's a lot more like you than you think.
That's what I said to her.
Define.
The
Well,
long
she's...
version or the short version?
Yeah, that's what I was about to say.
What was the question?
Long version or the short version?
Long version, obviously.
You always want something that takes 2 hours.
Yeah, no fucking kidding, because the long version
watch
gives
the
me
video
fucking
and
more...
then you can get the long version.
Well, just give me details now, and then I'll watch it later, so I'm not going in
He doesn't
blind.
give a fuck about any of her feelings when she hurts people or people get hurt, etc.
She's a murderer.
No, she's not.
No, she is.
No, she's not.
No, she is.
She borders on the line of psychopathy.
I don't know what that means still. I'm
Psychopath.
feverish. Oh, yeah, that seems about right, actually. Yeah. Told you she's a lot like you.
I don't know why we're all so surprised.
Because she doesn't kill people.
She does.
Oh.
No, she definitely does.
I've never... I've had her here since she's 10. When have I ever...
Guys have a good one.
Ah!
Say something.
Oh, sorry, I can't talk. Bye-bye. You're fine. Feel better, man.
Don't
I wish.
go.
Don't go yet. She wants to talk.
Hold on, I'm gonna call you. No, better yet, just come to 8:44. I'll call you in person.
I really didn't mean to do that.
Meet us at the psych center.
Pull out a knife. Like a razor gank.
No, pull out Bob.
Cycling back. She's never killed anybody.
She talked about at least 2 murders and a
That
group
she
murder.
definitely did.
What, that we did for her or something?
No.
What do you mean no?
Poisoned someone.
Evie.
Chemical burned a group.
Also did that. Someone was
I still
poisoned.
don't know why we're so
made it out that they got
surprised.
food poisoned.
Who?
I'm going to
I don't
agree with
know.
my wife on
She
this.
looked at her.
She refused to give up names.
Told
Well,
you
let's
not to
put-
start screaming and they threatened to kill me because she won't give up names, blah blah blah.
Let's not even think about just today. The fact that she helps us with our experiments and doesn't ask for anything in return besides being present.
Yes, but I always assumed that had to do with the science shit or
I
whatever.
think that's just what she tells
You can
everyone.
justify it any way you want to make yourself feel better, but the fact of the matter is she still does it. Willingly. And enjoys it.
That could be my fault.
Why is that your fault?
She watched me stab someone sometime, and then she asked why I did it. And then I told her why.
What did you tell her?
Nothing too crazy.
Okay, but what did you tell her?
Here comes the ghost.
Just that I used it as a form of expression.
I mean, That's true, though.
And doesn't she do the same?
But yeah. So that could potentially
It's
be
not
me,
your
but-
fault, Miss Riley. These things are not one little incident of you stabbing someone and her questioning it. It's deep seated.
Yeah, she also referred to Ziggy burning people in front of her.
Yeah, he did a lot. He liked to fucking tie him to shit and then lead a trail of like gas. Oh, it was fun to watch. And then the flames would just follow the trail. And then,
Oh, she also
and-
mentioned Arthur.
what about Arthur?
Obviously, she didn't say it was Arthur, but I knew it was Arthur.
What about Arthur?
Mentioned about having someone with a hammer.
He did that a lot.
Yep.
She also has abandonment issues, but that's to be
I mean, we knew that.
expected.
Mm-hmm. Nothing new there.
That's not surprising.
So here we go.
I will defend myself.
I'll defend you. It was my.
She might stop him.
It's Evie. Evie is currently being held for 24 hours under observation because she requested not. Well, let me be specific here, just so you are very aware. She informed me. There was no request really. It wasn't even a question. It was she was telling me that she was gonna let Crane use the fear gas stuff on her. So
Why?
well, I don't know. Ask the kid. I don't know. I asked her the same fucking question and I got a whole bunch of different answers. So she is currently at their clinic. I guess being watched. I'm assuming you're watching her for any bad reactions or side effects or whatever, yeah?
Indeed, William Crane's watching her on the camera. The only places he doesn't have access is obviously bathroom amenities.
She has full range of these facilities, just can't leave the building itself. And that's for her protection.
The only people who knew was Crane and Morgan, Will, and Pluto and Riley. That was
And you.
well, obviously me, because she came to me. So if you want to blame somebody for you not knowing, you can blame me. I'm gonna be honest.
I blame Evie and you.
That's fine. You can fucking blame me. But to be fair, I wasn't entirely sure what your reaction would be. My reaction was already complicated enough as it was. So yeah. That's about where we are at the moment. Except they're filling me in on what fucking happened until I get a chance to watch the video.
I would suggest you both watch it together.
Pop some popcorn, though.
Right, treat it like a whole fucking movie.
I don't think there'll be anything that shocks you, and if it does, that's something that you need to deal with yourselves.
I don't think it would shock her. I feel like it'd more shock Emily.
I don't think anything really shocks me at this point anymore.
You didn't seem to,
You say that until it comes out
Believing.
of his mouth.
yeah.
Saying it now is a different thing, but actually watching it, watching her, how she acts, what she says.
Odd reaction
Well,
to me
I don't-
threatening to kill both Pluto and Riley.
Yeah, can we cycle back to that? What the fuck happened with that?
I had an empty gun.
Okay,
I
but-
wanted to test her resolve.
So what is she? What was the context? What happened? What did she do?
She made it sound like she didn't care when people left. I wanted to see if she would care if people were left her by force. If I was to put a bullet in Pluto right there, or Riley, what would she do? The results were different than what I thought it would be.
What were the results?
She was willing to let Pluto go, but not Riley.
She says she's used to Pluto coming and going. So that's no different.
She claims afterwards that she knew I wouldn't do it, but under the state and chemicals that she was in, she wouldn't have known that. She spoke her true mind.
Which is the point of the gas, I suppose, in some aspect. Not quite the intention, but
So overall, did it accomplish whatever the fuck she was trying to accomplish?
That's
who
for
knows what
her
she
to
was trying
decide.
to. That's who knows what she was trying to accomplish with it. She said one thing, but let's be honest, what everything that she said was nothing shocking
She said one
if you knew her
thing,
well
but
enough. She wanted to confront her fears so that she can feel something. She said she was afraid of everything, but I think that was another non-truth. I won't say lie, because maybe in her head that's what she felt like she needed to say, but I don't think she was being truthful to herself or us.
well, how much of the gas did you use on her?
A full tank.
Emptied completely.
We've seen those kind of dosages do severe harm to people, but it seemed to almost roll off her shoulder.
We've also
saw
seen it do
things.
absolutely nothing, so
True. Depends on the strain, the complexity of it, that sort of thing. But all
plus
the
we gotta
same.
keep playing with the mixture with bags formula.
Mm-hmm. How much of cranes? How much of bags?
Oh,
How
it's
much of
all mine
Evie's?
now.
You know what I mean, though. The original formula versus the new formula versus new additives.
So it should have done something different to her.
No, it does something different to everybody.
Should have means why would you experiment? You know what I mean?
Makes sense.
If you know the outcome, why bother putting somebody through that?
I would say amusement, except it's my kid, so not that.
No, we would never do that to amuse ourselves with your daughter.
Well, I guess I need to fucking watch the video.
Suggested.
Miss Sin,
You?
we've had our disagreements before in the past. This is not my design. She came to me. She demanded it. I facilitated. She's my first willing patient. But she came to me. I want to make that clear before you try to do something about it.
Mm-hmm.
Speak your mind.
I don't even know what to think at the moment. I'm still trying to figure everything out. Not the type of person that's reactionary unless I need to be. This is definitely not a need to be situation. Did learn something though.
It had nothing
What's
to do
that?
with me not trusting you. That wasn't the point.
To be fair, I'm surprised Evie told anybody. But I left that up to her. Everything up to the time she walked into the room and closed the door was all her. Afterwards, well, me. But all steps beforehand.
She could have just gone into this without telling any of us. Well, except you. You obviously knew what was going on, but she could have not told me at all. She at least came and had a conversation with me.
She could have not told me anything. She has access to my research, access to the labs.
That's
She could
also
have done
what
it herself.
that also concerns me. But apparently, according to Pluto, that's a me problem.
You need to trust your daughter more.
I do trust her.
You don't.
No, I
You
do.
want to.
Yeah, well,
It's funny that we trust her with all sorts of things, like making sure our guns get out and drugs get out.
Did she try to kill you? I don't think so.
She brought one of my wife's needles in. I'm pretty sure she tried to kill somebody.
Even if it's a last resort. My point is, we trust her with all sorts of things, but we can't trust her with her own decisions. Seems a little lopsided. And the reason why she didn't succeed was because we came to you to let you know. You don't think we would do that again?
No, I know you would.
So I say trust your daughter.
I do trust her. I just think sometimes she makes idiotic decisions like, hey, let me use the fucking gas on me and see what happens. Or, hey, let me suppress the one person who's been trying to protect you the entire fucking time.
We all make mistakes.
Shit.
None of our hands are clean on that matter.
No.
Mine are, I wear gloves. That was a joke.
You don't wear gloves when you do that? Never mind.
So what now? What now with her?
She's being watched till tomorrow. She'll be free to go. We'll give her a ride to anywhere she wants, and won't keep a close eye on her for any long-term effects, but she handled it well. She showed her true colors. See it for yourself.
Yeah, but according to you, her true colors are psychopath.
Red.
Yeah, or that. I mean, it's... So she's one... She's
in good company, wouldn't you say?
Oh, I would definitely say.
But there's
Again,
something you're going to
this-
have to stomach. She
And
is a
that-
murderer. She is a liar. In a lot of ways, I honestly think she's trying to mimic me.
Bottom line, this should not come as a surprise.
No,
She's done this for a long time.
The surprise is the fact that she's... I'm not blind to it, and I've seen what she does. She calls people, and she gets them to do what she doesn't want to get her hands dirty or get caught doing. You know, she called the Sons of Sandy. She would call the Warriors. She would call whoever the fuck she could and have them do it. But I've never seen her... well, the most I've seen her do is... well...
My point.
If back in the day I sent my plague to go murder Riley, would you have said it was them, or would you have said it was me? Knowing it was my orders.
Both.
That's what I was gonna say.
Well, there you go. You already know
fact
the
is-
answer.
You would have blamed him. At least partly, if not more so than the rest. She has that buffer, but it's still her giving the request. Maybe not the order, but the request.
So why does she stay as a fucking cop on EMS? Like, why stay then?
Why would you?
Hiding in plain sight.
Why would you?
What did
As
I
she
as a
told
medic?
me when she was finding the person for the experiment they did the other week back, she's a marshal. She can find out anything.
It's protection, ease of job. There's about 1,000 reasons
ease of
why.
access to victims, whatever
Mhm.
you want to call it.
Background
Information.
checks.
Up
And manipulation.
purely just for
For the
That.
benefits of it all.
yep.
And for protection. Just think about it. Again, Edward nailed it on the head. Is that how the saying goes? Why did we stay captains of EMS? We had no intentions or desires to be there anymore. We did so because it was a level of protection, kept us going for a very long time. Gave us access to medical records, medical supplies, drugs.
The pay funded the gang.
Mm-hmm. For quite some time.
That pay is not bad from what I hear.
Why would you give all that up? Plus, she has a good cushy spot within this society we have.
Plus, she has a fear that once she's lost that civilian protection, that the rest will turn on her.
What, like us or the gangs or what? Or the people, the PD or all of it or what?
Almost like.
What good would she be to the gangs? Sure, there's some that will care for her, but let's be honest, most of the gangs protect her because they give her a little bit
because
of an out.
because she does shit for them. No, without that,
It's useful.
exactly.
She's not stupid.
Never thought she was.
You wish she was.
I do not wish that she was.
She's never been.
You've always made the claim that you wish that she was standing next to you.
No, I think she's of two minds, no pun intended. Yes, she does wish she was at her side, but she also wishes that she would go do her own thing that's safe and secure. And when I meant dumb of our situations.
I think she would be more herself if she was with us.
Well, of course, that goes without saying.
Well, you don't know her real self yet until you watch that video.
Apparently.
Fear brings out the real version of us. Brace yourself.
It's worth seeing.
Is it gonna piss me off or is it gonna make me fucking proud?
Again, that's
Not
on
your
you.
mother.
I'm curious though.
That's still on you. How you take it is on you. That's not her fault. Especially if you go in with an open mind, it'll be a lot different for you. So that's what I suggest.
You gotta remember, at the end of the day, Elle, because of my affiliation to y'all and my friendship with Evie, I had to come in at this as a neutral party. I feel like I did that. She got the best treatment any of my patients have ever gotten.
How so?
She wasn't strapped to a bed. I didn't remind her why it was happening, and I didn't remove her kidneys afterwards.
He also
Man.
didn't push as hard as he would normally. Some things got scratched, but that was to further the experiment.
So all in all, was it even worth it?
That's up to her.
Indeed.
For my research, definitely.
Alright. Guess I'll watch the fucking video. Are you going to be okay?
Should be. I have to process everything.
Not gonna end up with a knife in my back?
No.
I'm more worried about mine.
Maybe in your thigh, but not your back.
Okay, well, can I... Oh, speaking of knives, where is... Riley, do you still... Who has mine? Riley, you have mine, right?
No, you took it off me.
Did I? I don't know where it went.
Yeah, I remember you doing
Shit.
that.
Yeah, you illegally took it off me.
God damn it, I misplaced it somewhere. I gotta find it later.
I can get you one.
No, thank you, Crane. You can keep your fucking corroded piece of shit. No. Alright. Okay. I'll watch the fucking video. When are you letting her go tomorrow?
Be honest with you, when she wakes.
Okay.
I'm not gonna play some bullshit game waiting a full 24 hours. She doesn't have an episode by tonight, we're golden.
What do you mean have an episode by tonight?
Anything. A psychotic break, tremors, seizures, cardiac arrest.
Is that possible?
Anything's possible. You can have a cardiac arrest now.
God, I fucking hope not.
And the way you're pacing and worrying, a stroke is more likely.
Oh, thank you so much. Pacing my whole fucking life, I haven't stroked out yet.
Keyword jet. We all go somehow.
All right. All right. That's it for me. Go watch this shit. Guess I'll forward it to you.
Appreciate it.
Yep. All right. So what was the gun for? Crane, were you concerned? Or are you just geared up for fun?
I had what was it, $250,000 worth of drugs to give to the Form Drive Kings.
How are they doing, by the way?
They've bought about $600,000 worth of pills.
Fuck yeah. So they should actually be making decent fucking money.
I'm looking to them now to reach out to the VU to buy my drugs since they're too scared to do it for me now.
Good
And
shit.
the VU hasn't reached out to me for any more of it either since she became a lawyer.
Form Drive is the Green Boys, yeah?
Yes.
Indeed.
It's the Form Drive Kings.
Gotcha.
They're at least so far a good company. They don't seem to have any ambitions on building some grandiose
No.
empire. They just want to sell their drugs and be street
It's not
thugs.
only that, they want to sell their drugs and they want to get into the music game.
Let them be then.
They would have enjoyed Crispy if he was still around. They
I
probably
was
would
gonna
have
say
had
that
fun.
sounds so familiar.
Right? Sounds like him.
I can respect it.
Oh, I can too.
Granted, the ambition's a little too low for my taste, but
Same.
at least they're not gunning for my back.
True.
They seem infatuated with us. The other gangs they've done business with apparently are not as professional as us.
That's not surprising. We met with a cow and a turkey yesterday. What the fuck else I mean, at this point,
Oh, dude, there were turkeys, chickens, and a Krampus up at Legion.
no, when
for
you
this
show,
year.
I'm sorry, but when you show up for a fucking deal and you're dressed as a fucking
A
turkey
cow.
or a cow, like, what the fuck happened to Cruz in Los Santos?
Not all of them are like that, but yeah, no, I get it.
No, but what happened to fucking other people like the Warriors or, even the fucking Mafia or Sons of Sandy or any of those other crews? They don't exist anymore. We have these little turkey, chicken, cow people. I don't get it.
Nope. That, and after you've been in the game for so long, or, right after you start your gang, as soon as you start getting any elevation or whatever the fuck it is.
I'm gonna tell y'all. Oh, go ahead.
They change.
No, I'm gonna tell you right now. If any of y'all show up for a deal wearing a fucking cow, chicken suit at some point, I will shoot you in the foot.
I'm not big in any. Of those type of
I
things.
will shoot you in the goddamn foot. I have worked way too fucking long to build up this reputation and then watch it
Go down.
Okay.
do what it did and then go back up again. And so I already told Riley I had to fix that problem and we're fixing it now. So anyway, all right, I appreciate being filled in.
Hey, yo.
Wow, I bet on information. Thank you, Riley.
Him when you said it.
Okay, I'm leaving now. I'm going home. I appreciate everything. Who's riding in
Thanks.
my car?
Thanks for telling me. I'm in a bike.
Come, lovely. Let's get out of the way.
So who the hell bought the house?
What house?
The 712 house. still haven't told me.
We have been very busy. Sen took that better than I expected her to take it.
Sen is processing it all right now, and I don't know how she actually took it. She's wearing a mask right now.
Yeah.
She's gonna be pissed that we didn't tell her. She's gonna see it as a slight, and she's gonna see it that we don't trust her with shit. That's exactly how she's gonna fucking see it. And to be fair, she's
Everyone,
not
everybody.
I was gonna say she's
not far off with her thinking. It's not that I don't trust her, it's that I didn't. The whole heart situation before, and I know what. Fucking complicated.
heart situation.
And Crane had a heart, and Sen was basically threatened the plague. And said if they hurt him or
Oh.
did anything, that she was gonna take action. That's why Crane doesn't trust her. He thinks she still has issues with what happened before, that she planned to kill him. Or at least make a try at him. Anyway, home we go.